Wow, there we have it, folks. Ooh, a little bit of Blood Ceremony. I've never heard of this band. I have to admit, I've not come across them before. So this is really, really exciting. So, hello. Welcome along to my channel. My name is Claire. I'm a flute player from Hull, East Yorkshire in the UK, and it's time to find out whether another track featuring flutes is indeed worthy of the title of Flutiful. Now, just before we get to today's reaction, if you are not familiar with me and my content, then I would love it if you not only checked out my other reactions, but my cover tracks that I like to put together. And I would really love it if you came along to one of my weekly live stream shows, Flutiful Time, in which I perform covers that you request, as well as enjoying lots of chat and friendly stuff with my wonderful community. So I would love it if you came along. Do check out my channel page for more details. So back to today's track, which has been suggested by Carlo. Thank you so much, Carlo. If you have a track you'd like to see me react to, check out the pinned comment below. Now, Carlo has suggested this track because, wait for it, the flute-tinged witch rock style of Blood Ceremony, the band in question, is, according to Carlo, truly one of a kind. Wow, well, that is some comment there, Carlo, so I'm very excited for this. So yes, the band in question are called Blood Ceremony. They are a Canadian rock band and they were formed in 2006 in Toronto. Now, following on from what Carlo said, their lyrics are filled with black magic imagery and references to classic horror films. Their music has been characterized as hard rock, psychedelic rock, progressive rock, and even a bit of doom metal in there as well. So we hold on to your hats, folks. We're in for it today. The band is fronted by singer/flutist/organist, don't see that every day, Aaliyah O'Brien. And according to Wikipedia, her flute solos are reminiscent of none other than Mr. Ian Anderson, of course, from the fabulous Jethro Tull. So, I'm very much looking forward to this. The track that we are going to listen to today is called Lord of Misrule. It's the title track from the band's 2016 album, and this was recorded live at Desert Fest in London in May 2016. So, without further ado, I've got goosebumps already. This sounds so exciting. Let's have a little listen to Blood Ceremony. it, folks. Ooh, a little bit of blood ceremony. I've never heard of this band. I have to admit, I've not come across them before. So this is really, really exciting. So let's get into it. So before we get to the flute, I have to say, I personally enjoyed that a lot more than I thought I might do. From the description of their music, I was expecting something that was much, much heavier and kind of difficult to maybe digest on first hearing, and maybe some of their other stuff is, but I thought this was really, really cool from the off. I thought not only was it really well executed, but very, very listenable, and yeah, just you can kind of grabs you straight away. So I love that, and there's such a Tull influence here, and I'll talk about that in the flute playing, but yeah, there is very much a Tull influence in the fact that it's quite in many ways quite straightforward, but it's not. We had an excellent change of groove into the halftime and some really nice like chords that you wouldn't quite expect thrown in as well, which is really tricky to do and maintain that kind of feel of what I've already said, which is, I think, very approachable. So excellent. I love her voice as well. Very unique voice. I think she's using it really, really well. It's really expressive. And yeah, loving it. I must also give a shout to the drummer. Whoa, from the outset, he is like, he's the animal from the Muppets, because he's like working like crazy back there. But what great, fantastic. I love it. So after I've said all that, let's get to the flute playing. So I love that she's so laid back, isn't she? She's so like Mrs. Cool at the front there, and her flute is just laid in its case on the Nord there. I think that's just so cool. She switches from playing into singing very, very easily, and is clearly very comfortable with playing into the microphone. Her setup is great, and she's got great posture. You know, I often like to comment on the posture. Singing and playing all the way through using the flute there, and she's matching the pitch really, really well with her voice, which is excellent, and she's not over singing. If you are a singer, and especially I think if you're a woman actually, and I've found this particularly, you can easily push your voice too much when you're using singing and playing with the flute, and then we don't get a nice balance of flute sound and singing. But I think she's got it really nicely here, so that's ace. Now the actual playing that she's doing so reminds me of a lot of Ian Anderson's a certain thing that he does, which is use this kind of backwards and forwards, up and down, kind of flicking kind of style. So you end up with something like that, kind of backwards and forwards on the notes, and that's basically what she's using a lot of here. But it's very, very nicely done. I think it fits with the track really nicely. I would have loved to have heard more flute. I think many of you who watch me regularly will know that I'm bound to say that, because we don't really get a flute solo, we just get these little riffs. But I like towards the end where the flute is given a bit more space, and everything kind of drops out and we just get the flute. I think I would have loved some more effects on that. She's got this great delay echo effect on her voice, which works really well. I think if there'd have been some more added to that with the flute at the end, I think that would have given it a bit of more of maybe an ethereal feel. But I certainly love the fact that the flute is very integral, and there's a lot of respect for the flute here. You know, it's like, here it is at the end and it has its own space, and I just love the way that that's done, both in the performance and musically as well. I think that's really excellent. So I'm really excited to hear more from this band. I have to say, more than I thought I was going to. So Carlos, thank you so much for introducing them to me, because fantastic stuff all the way from Canada. Let me know if this is your introduction to Blood Ceremony as well, or are you a hardcore fan? And if you are, let me know what I should listen to next, because that's definitely whetted my appetite and definitely worthy of the title of Flutiful. So there we go, folks. Blood Ceremony for you. Thank you so much for watching. As I say, I'd love it if you check out more of my content and perhaps come along to a live stream show as well. That would be awesome. So there we go. Yay. Hope to see you again soon. Take care and make sure you stay flutiful. Bye, folks.